Hi Student Success, welcome to week 2 of the summer semester. Hopefully you are starting to get accustomed to Brightspace and our course in general and how to navigate. I do want to remind you that the Start Here area will be here all semester long, so you are welcome to kind of revisit the welcome video. If you need a refresher on how to work the discussion boards or how to get a hold of me via email, look right up there. Or if you wanted to ask questions or interact with students, those 2 discussion forums are open all semester as well. So keep in mind that anything in there is open and available all summer semester long if you need to reference it. So I'm going to go ahead and hop down to week 2. When you are watching this video, by the time the video is done, I should say, and uploaded, there will be a little button above that says week 2 videos. And so this is where this video will be housed with the lecture video for this week. So you'll see it kind of right underneath the textbook and syllabus quiz. Right above week 2 is where you'll see the videos. So as a real quick overview, for this week, you are in chapter 4, which talks about listening, taking notes, and remembering. We have a series of assignments this week, including a discussion forum. So you are posting your original response to the How Will You Listen discussion forum by Wednesday. So you actually have to complete an assignment first. There is a survey called How Will You Listen. Based on the survey results, you complete the discussion forum. So you'll see 2 things tied to this. You have to do the survey first and then respond to the discussion prompt by Wednesday for weekly attendance, and then respond to 2 classmates inside the forum by Sunday. You'll have a chapter 4 assignment and a note-taking assignment both through Sunday as well. So let's go ahead and take a quick look in the materials folder. You have a couple different additional resources in here. There's a toolbox video that talks about employment, so like talks about handshake and things to do while you're a student. It's about 3.5 minutes, give or take. There's the link to the textbook chapter. Of course, it has to, go outside of it. You follow the links, it takes you right to the chapter, and then you can navigate by going to the table of contents or clicking on, a certain section, or going all the way to the bottom and kind of hitting next section. We also have the slideshows for the chapter, and this I rely on these during the lecture video. There is a link that talks about note-taking applications because that's part of what chapter 4 talks about. And then becoming a better listener, because again, part of what this chapter talks about, and then another link to the student organizations. All right, so on the assignments, let's go and start digging in here. The first thing you have to do is take this survey. How well do you listen? It's going to open up into, here we go, you'll push play.
Now that you've read about focus for each of the following questions.
And it's really just going to have you kind of ask a series of questions, and they're going to say always, sometimes, or never true of you. And at the end, it's going to give you, admittedly, a pretty vague response, but that's the response you're going to use for the discussion forum. So go ahead and take your survey. When you get the response, click in the How Will You Listen discussion. I'm going to click Go to Discussion, and it's going to have, the prompt in here. It's going to remind you, post by Wednesday, and then respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. Here is the prompt. How did you do? Did the results surprise you? And what is your plan for improvement? So basically, how did you do? The survey said that I'm a great listener, or I have room to improve, or I'm terrible, whatever it might be. Did it surprise you? Like, no, I know that I have room to grow, or yes, I actually thought I was a good listener, whatever the case is. And then what is your plan for improvement? How do you think you can go about improving your listening skills, whether it's online or in class, face-to-face? Remember, when you're ready, you just hit start a new thread, and then you put your title and your response and hit post, and then go back in and respond to 2 classmates. So that is your first assignment. I know it's 2 in 1 because you have to do the survey and then you have to do the discussion prompt. So make sure you do both of those by Wednesday for weekly attendance, and then respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. All right, the next thing is your chapter 4 assignment. So you'll click Go to Assignment. And this is going to be a Microsoft Word doc. So you'll scroll down a little bit, chapter 4 assignment. It's going to download into, here we go. I'm going to click Enable Editing. If that pops up in yours, always click that, or else you're not going to be able to type in it. And this is just going to be a table you fill out. So this is going to talk about the concepts in chapter 4, listening, note-taking, memory. And so 2 things you're going to do to improve your listening, 2 things you can do to improve your note-taking, 2 things you can do to improve your memory. So if you need ideas, go back into the lecture video, go into the PowerPoint, go into the textbook itself. 2 things you're going to do in each of those areas. When are you going to do this? Are you going to do this next time you're sitting in a class? Are you going to do it next week? Are you going to do it next time you listen to a lecture? And then how will you know your listening has improved? How will you know your note-taking has improved? How will you know your memory has improved? When you're done, make sure you file, save it, and then like we've practiced in week 1, go ahead and make sure that you get into your Dropbox area. So like down here, it's like a little bit of a scroll. Add a file, upload, find it, click open. Remember, you also have to add, and then you also have to hit submit. Okay, so you make sure you go through those steps. And then I'm getting out of it since I can't submit it as the instructor. So that's your chapter 4 assignment. The last thing you're doing is a note-taking assignment. So you'll see when you click on that, it's going to open into several things. And I do want to tell you that there is a note-taking workshop that is running on Tuesday, June 10th. So depending on when you watch this, Tuesday, June 10th at 10 a.m. So it is going to be on main campus in B201, on Akron campus in A112, on Zoom, or it'll be uploaded after the fact. So if you can't come in person, which I know it's tough for some people to get to a campus during the summer if you're only taking online classes, you can watch it live during Tuesday 10 o'clock from 10 to 11 on Zoom, or as soon as the workshop is over, I will go ahead and put in the video right here in this area. So you'll see the video. So what you're going to do is watch. It says you must attend/watch. So it doesn't mean you have to attend it and watch it. If you can't be there in person, totally fine. Watch it and then complete the assignment. So here's the actual assignment, and the workshop video is going to guide you right through this. So this is going to be something that you can go and download it. And look, you can type right in here. Right? So this is going to be an outline. And the workshop, as well as the PowerPoint, helps you go through. Anywhere where it says click or tap to enter text, that's what you have to plug in. So you want to go through and fill in anything missing. There's like a little extra one right there for some reason, I'm not sure. Fill it in. That's part 1. Part 2 then talks about Cornell note-taking. You are going to read this article. There's the link for it, but it's also right below it. You're going to read that article, and you're going to complete Cornell notes based on that article. And the workshop talks about Cornell notes, and it talks about outlining. But you're going to have at least 3 main points. So 3 main points here with like a question or a main idea or a term, and then go into more detail here. And then a 2 to 3 sentence summary here. Whenever you've completed both parts, you're going to go up here and you're going to tell it to save it with your changes. If you do not do that, it's going to just upload a document as if you did not touch it at all. So make sure you save it with your changes. I'm going to go back. Once you're back to this page, let me scroll down. You're going to see the Dropbox area right down here. And you're going to click Go to Assignment. And there's the file. So you add it right there. Additional ways to help you. Here's the PowerPoint. Here's another link or access to the article for part 2. So everything you need for it is right in here. Okay, so you just want to make sure you upload it right in there. All right, so as a quick recap, you are completing the How Well Do You Listen discussion forum survey. You're going to get that survey done. Use those results to post your original response by Wednesday. Respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. Complete your chapter 4 assignment, which was that table right here, by Sunday. And then your note-taking assignment, watch the workshop or attend it and complete the, I've got a lot going on up here. I might have already closed it. Complete the outline and the Cornell notes and then submit it. If you have any questions on any of this, please feel free to reach out and have a great week.